I'm live again today, and there's too much of crazy shit that has happened ever since yesterday. That's why I came live today for you all to know that what kind of crazy stuff are people up to, uh, after my live yesterday. It's so bloody crazy. So I've been going to the gym and, I've been posting about it. And all these people have got these bots or whatever, and they are, sending such nasty comments on my posts at the gym. And I just don't know what to say. I just see seething jealousy and so much of insecurity. And that too coming from married actresses who've got everything going for them. I don't know why do they have to hate me. You get inspired by me, I'm flattered, but I get no credit anyways. And eventually it boils down to unrequired competition, and the competition is created by the gyms, as we all know. So, it's so strange whatever these people are doing. I just had to express yesterday about, working with Salman. And already I'm getting all these messages, make believe ones, a whole load of crap, a whole load of bullshit that this, that, and the other. Anyhow, how can I create a dispute? How can we break this down? And you saw yesterday, the moment I started talking about, okay, so you've got Kim Rowe who's joined in. She says, what the hell, this Sonam Kapoor is copying you by making vlogs. Yeah, isn't it strange? I mean, she's married, she's got everything going for her. I'm just like, have been bottled up. So why me? I guess I am just that creative and honest and spark a lot of insecurities in people. That could possibly be the only reason. Who just speak louder? We can't hear you. Well, I am. Okay, now about yesterday's live, which I did on my Instagram handle, Pooja Mishra Production. You saw the moment I started talking about how my film, if grabbed right now, would be the hottest blockbuster. The live went off. How strange was that, guys? So I want to talk about it right now. I want to talk about the fact that I've been getting WhatsApp messages from Europe. I don't even know which countries people are WhatsApping me from after watching my viral videos. They're ordering my biographies. I've sold around 1 lakh biographies already. And, they all come back to me and they say that, Pooja, we want to see on the big screen. We want to see you as who you should have been by now, and that is an A grade actor. We are waiting to watch your debut film in the theater with a good actor and being in the circuit and leading the life you deserve to lead. And this is like a hot topic of cocktail parties all over the world. Dinner parties, everybody's talking about it. What have they done to this girl? Ever since I released my Rukia videos on YouTube and on my Instagram, people are just talking about it. This girl, poor girl, has not been crazy. She's been made crazy for like 15 years now. And they just want to mask her and masquerade her as someone she's like not, which is like this down market person. Remember what they were making me do in the car house? They're making me abuse Salim Khan, Arbaz Khan, Salman Khan. Why were they doing it? Because they wanted to open all doors for Sonakshi to be a part of this film, Dabang 3. So to open her doors, they were driving me insane by making a tantric sit on my head and bitch these people out who in all probabilities are not even men, you know. So that is how high their level of insecurity was at that time when I was living in Khar. Imagine, they're making tantric sit on my head, leave jinns on me to abuse Salman Khan's father, brother, him as well, his whole family, so that there's no if or but as far as Sonakshi's roles and scenes and presence in the film that is being made right now is concerned. That's how insecure they were. Because I landed up there around the same time when they were shooting it, and you saw how miserable they made me in Bombay. 11 police complaints. And they make me blame everybody. I'm not saying anybody is a saint here, okay? I'm not saying that Malaika has done me no wrong. She did. But Sonakshi, is she white collar? Is her family white collar? What are they doing on my Instagram? On my posts with handstands and elbow stands and headstands? I mean, why? You saw when I was working out at Gold's Gym in Bandra, they made my life miserable. They wouldn't let me work out there. They created such a huge ruckus. And they were obviously using black magic to do all of this. And then today again, when I go back to the gym after 2, 3 months, and I'm finding it so difficult to get back to my routine, and I post some pictures because I always do. A fitness enthusiast always does because they enjoy their workout and they want to motivate their followers to work out too. And what's wrong with that? I still remember when I was living in Orchid Hotel. I told you about this incident. I'm going to repeat it once again. I was living in Orchid Hotel in Bombay. I was visiting Bombay at that time. This was a couple of years ago after Big Boss. And I used to go and work out at the gym at Orchid's Hotel. And I used to post pictures the way I'm posting now. And one night they made the tantric sit on my head and the jinn had come down and broke my nose. I was bleeding in the basin. The whole basin was flooded with my blood. I had to run to Leelavati hospital to get a x-ray done. I had a hairline fracture on my nose. And that night, Salman was hosting a party for Sonakshi. And he landed there trolling me. What was written on a t-shirt? I hate everybody. So it was all planned to injure me, to turn him on, to show how powerful I am and how dangerous I am. If one of these days you along with your family is found dead in a gutter, we know exactly how powerful you are. My videos are reaching from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum as far as the entire world is concerned. It's not only India, it's US, it's UK, it's Europe, it's Middle East, it's Dubai, it's Oman, it's Qatar. It's a lot of countries who are watching me tell what you and your family have done to me. And after that, if you still have the audacity to repeat the same shit, well, maybe one day we'll just find you dead accidentally. So the best thing is, stay within your scenes. Don't get too audacious with me. Because you've done whatever you had to do all these years. Like literally after me and up my anal canal. And right now I was just talking to somebody and they're saying, no, we are not saying that Malaika is a very Sida Sada person. But I feel that most of it is being done by Sonakshi Sinha. Because ये आप पे वही आदमी करेगा जो आपकी जगह लेना चाह रहा है. And that's what I said. They wouldn't let me meet industry people. Like I was telling you, I've worked with John Abraham since my teenage years. When I used to anchor in Z Music, I was shooting with him. I'd got this blonde wig from Thailand and it wasn't fitting me, and the Z Music hairstylist couldn't fit it in. Then John's personal hairstylist helped me out with the wig. So, I mean, he was there in Big Switch. I know all these guys. So suddenly, why am I blocked out from everybody? Like I was saying yesterday, John is a lovely person. I've met him. Akshay Kumar is a lovely guy. I've met him. There's so many other people like this who are really lovely. But what is blocking them from reaching out to me? And like somebody correctly commented, is the Jins and Jinnat. So who's leaving the Jins and Jinnat? Who wants to be me? Yes, Malaika has told me, and that was essentially after her wedding with Arbaz was over. I think she was in some sort of a delusion that he's dating me when I don't even know him really. So I don't know what that was, but she was trolling me big time after she divorced with Arbaz. But Sonakshi has been trolling me for 15 years now. What's with that? So she's the one who wants to take my place. It's pretty evident. So I hope you guys get my drift that I don't know how many arses have we burnt here from yesterday after the live where I was only talking about Salman. And also my vlogs where I expressed how clearly Vida was behaving like a cock crazy bitch. Cutting a saint, a bloody, bottled up person like me just for Sanjay Dutt's attention. And I think Sonakshi got very, very guilty conscious because that's what she's done for 15 years as far as Salman is concerned. So now she's left Jins on Sonam Kapoor to vlog just like me to irk me. But I just see it as like, wow, thanks Sona. Thanks for accepting that I inspire you, that you look up to me. Thank you. I'm flattered. Okay, now coming back to your comments. Which I think they want you to fight with Sallu. Obviously, that's obvious. They don't want me to have anything to do with Salman Khan. They've broken my foot, they've broken my nose, they've broken my hands. What have they not done to keep me away from him? Even his own family members, like Malaika and all, after the wedding, that was like totally uncalled for. I actually like Malaika. So everybody's shown their true insecurities, their naked jealousy and envy is for everybody to see. Pooja, you're a trailblazer. That's why they copy you. Yeah, because whatever I do it with a lot of hard work. Do you guys know? I sit and I watch a 45 minutes of Big Boss. I take down pointers as I watch it. Then I format it into a script. And then I record it. So much of back end hard work goes into it. And because they can't match up with my standards, my eye for detail, they just sit there and plagiarize me for free, without even giving me any credit or taking my name. So much so that I have to do these say my name challenges. I mean, guys, grow up. It's 15 years now. A decade and a half of the same pattern, of the same shit. Grow up. Pooja, your Rukia video was heartbreaking, wasn't it? But it at least proved to the rest of the world that Pooja Mishra wasn't abusing Salman or his father or his brother from the Khar house that actually planted a tantric there. You remember that call I got the moment I entered into that house? That, oh, you're already here. I'll have to share the house. I'll have to share everything with you. Why have you come here? That was Sonakshi and her family. And then they planted a tantric there and started making me badger Salman Khan and his family. Don't wear any makeup, wear your specs. Do you know that from my contact lens, I have two contact lenses. One is transparent and one was brown in color. When I came back to Pune, I wanted to just wear it to feel good that day when I'd gone on a date for Butler House. The contact lenses have disappeared from the case, from both the contact lenses case. Who's doing this? Is the jinns. Is the jinns and jinnat. But now I'm even finding a way to combat them. Now I'm even finding a way to fight them. Now what will you do? Now how will you irritate or try to control me, bitches and dicks? अब कहाँ भागोगे तुम? मैं तो यहाँ थी, हूँ और रहूंगी. I'm not going anywhere. Now let's see, where do you go to hide your sins? Pooja, any idea if Lakshmi and Pooja Bedi are still best friends forever? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Lakshmi and Pooja Bedi might be best friends forever because I remember there was a get together at Pooja Bedi's house after Big Boss where she called all contestants except for me, and then she'd even called Lakshmi there. And Lakshmi had actually gone there. I remember very clearly. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pooja Bedi and Lakshmi are doing this together. You know, highly possible. But I see some connection with the Sinhas here too. I don't know what it is, but it's ugly and unrequired. You will be a very good actress, says Afroz Sheikh 174. Thank you, darling. Thank you so much. Kimro1190 says, apparently Sonakshi has demanded a big role in the bang. Yeah, I read that mujhe hit dialogue likh ke do and this, that, and now bots. What kind of language are they speaking on my handle in the comment box? I mean, haramzadi, and they said, okay, fine, even they made me say all that under the spell. But today, when I'm getting back to normal, I'm not going to tolerate that. I blocked them. I'm deleting their comments. Oh my god, you should have read the comments on the repost that I did of Salman on that fake puja thing. How much they were abusing him. How much were they abusing him? Like, why are you burning? Do you have some kind of a ISI mark on Pooja Mishra, what she does or what she feels. You can't. Because if left to you would just make me sit here, bitch the world out, and get nowhere in life. Because that's what you all have made me do for 15 years now. Yeah, so Sonakshi, on the other hand, is demanding a big role in Dabang. Because on one side, they're playing all these games along. You think that Narang and Sonakshi don't know each other. They all are in touch, okay? They all have made a gang. And they all are doing it together. So, in the card house, when they put the tantric there and they were making me speak all this shit against Salman, his father, his brothers, Sonakshi was definitely involved. Otherwise, how was she capitalizing on the situation and demanding bigger roles and better dialogues? And so much of insecurity for one film, so much of insecurity, then that film be damned. People who are overconfident, you know, are the ones who invite unpleasant surprises. And that's a very subtle way of putting it. She thinks I've shot the film, now I'm safe, it'll release soon. I finally get what I want, having partnered with Pooja, Bedi, and Lakshmi. That's the satisfaction she's got in her belly. That's why they're leaving such nasty comments on my Instagram posts. And I'm not going to let you have that satisfaction for the third time for sure. You partner with Lakshmi, you partner with Pooja Baby, you partner with whoever in the fuck you want to. But this time, I'm not going to let you outnumber and bully me. And that's for fucking sure. Pooja, did the repeat gin torture after the Rukia? Well, yes, I did go for another Rukia session before I was leaving Bombay. And there was a gin detected and it wasn't coming out. And that guy didn't have time on him. He told me to come back. So there is some gin around. But I've been listening to this meditation and everything so that it doesn't get me irritable and cranky and talk weird shit. So it's still controlled. At least now I know some way to, at least handle situations. Otherwise, these people are driving me insane for fucking 15 years and going around telling the whole world Pooja Mishra is insane. Well, my movie right now is the hottest topic of discussion in every cocktail party, in every dinner party, the world over. And a smart filmmaker will pick it up from here and make it into a blockbuster. I could do it myself, but because of the Seher and the magic and how they've usurped all my money, I have to say this out loud. It's really, really hot right now. And whosoever is the leader of the pack who signs me on first is the one who's going to get the bounties of all this back-end exposés, back-end revelations of what they've been doing to me for 15 years. He's the one who's going to encash it. So I'm sure the smart filmmakers can just watch this live and wake up. Let's go to work. See you on the sets. Did Salman leave, inshallah, so that he can act with you? Did he get in touch with you? Well, as you can see, there's so much of jealousy around him and me getting together, like literally I should just grab hold of him and smooch him and put it on social media because there's so many blockages and hindrances. Like it's literally egging me on to do something as dramatic and shocking as that. I mean, guys, for 15 years, these people have suffocated me. They have suffocated me as far as he's concerned. And of course, some of his family members have aided them. I'm not saying anybody is a saint. I'm talking about the person who feels bad and wants to do something about it. Those are the kind of people I want to talk to. Those are the kind of people I want to talk about. The ones who regret whatever happened and want to change things, turn things around and make them better for me. Those are the kind of people I want to be around, really. I don't know whether he left, inshallah, to act with me, but yeah, I'd love to act with him. And with so much of jealousy, as far as him and me getting together is concerned, I just did that. Pooja, can you tell us any vivid gin memories you had inside Big Boss's house? Well, you know what, Kimro, when I went there, the first month I was stoned. I was like a space cadet. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was happening. I was totally spaced out. Of course, you can see in the episodes I'm present, but not as present as I should be. I was really quite spaced out on Big Boss the first month. Then I started waking up and Sky and Siddharth and all these people started coming in, you know. So the vivid memory I have of the gin is that it spaced me out when I walked into Big Boss's house. They didn't let me watch the previous season so that I don't know how to play the game and I don't understand what goes on in there. So I was totally lost and left all alone. And then this gin kept on stoning me and spacing me out. Pooja, did they misbehave through the gins even today? No, today nothing happened. Yesterday I told you when I was lifting the weight and I wanted to hear to the music the most, that's the time the music would go off. And it didn't happen once, it happened many times, right? So yesterday was bad, but today it was okay. Today I could handle it. I think you're right, Pooja. It's mainly Sonakshi. It makes the most sense. Exactly. Well, I've shown you Malaika's literally copying everything down to your poses. Well, yeah, I told you after her divorce, she was doing all these tricky things. Pooja, in Big Switch, you had said Siddharth came charging at you with his zip open. Why was it edited out? And why did other contestants not support you when Siddharth asked others if you were telling? They didn't. They didn't. And he did. He did. You know, he did. He did come charging at me with his pants pulled down. And that's like the biggest sexual harassment you can do to anybody. So he did do that to me. And yet they made him win the show. He was rolling spliffs. Like literally, he was rolling spliffs. You understand? Drugs, like Rizlas. And yet they made him win. I mean, people are getting away with murder as far as I'm concerned, and this has been happening for 15 years. Somebody has to just stop this right now. Pooja, why no vlog today? Because when I was watching the episode and taking down pointers, this phone was flipping on me. It kept on saying source error and it kept on rotating and irritating me. That's why I couldn't get the script ready in time to record it, but I hope to record it before I go to sleep. They just want to steal your idea and earn crores. Well, that's pretty obvious. That's pretty obvious. Pooja, why did Lakshmi keep calling you Sultana Daku time and again? Was there some relevance? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Why did she call me Sultana Daku time and again? I have no idea. She's crazy, you know. Saw how she was behaving. A patent line. Patent line, you know. So, yeah. And you know why you couldn't hear me? Because my hands-free was on. That's why. Can you guys hear me clearly now? Am I loud and clear? Pooja Bedi had said that she will never let go of Lakshmi's hand once the show was over. Probably. Probably. Highly possible. Highly possible that maybe they're doing it together. And I've been bitching out Pooja Bedi royally, talking about how she's taken money to spearhead a campaign on Big Boss Season 5 to malign me. So she might be hopping mad that it's been so many years, but I eventually did, figure out what she was doing in there. Maybe it's been many years, but her intention,
her malice, her negativity. Who was truly negative there? Please tell me, guys, who was truly negative in that house? It came through and she's caught. So maybe that's why they're doing all these freaky things to me. Also, Gulabo Sapera suddenly started fighting with you, saying you fight with everyone. Why was she also poisoned? If yes, by who? Just see, Gulabo Sapera was being treated like a servant by Pooja Bedi. Okay, Pooja Bedi kept on treating her like a servant. I dressed up like Gulabo and I was dancing with her to make her feel that she's our equal, to give her company. And she goes out of the house and in the press conference she says Pooja Mishra used to smoke agarbattis. Just to make headlines, these people stoop to any level. If that is not defamation, I don't know what is. And I think this Colors and Endemol should be apologizing for. Because I know Gulabo. She was a, very kanka kacha, gullible kind of a person. Whatever you tell her, she'll do that. So they might have told her कि पूजा मिश्रा के बारे में ऐसे बोलना. So she said it. So why were you guys targeting me and after me and me alone? And trust me, Salman didn't have anything to do with this because left to their devices, they chucked him out and got Farah Khan in, remember? So it was all the internal politics of Endemol, and it might have been these jinns and jinnads, which they might have left. That malign Pooja. Make sure she's defamed. You understand? And who was behind this whole conspiracy? Evidently sinners. Considering they gave Isha Kopikar a wrestling show to go and anchor in South Africa right after I walked out of the grand finale where they forced me to be second when I was the first winner. Why should I accept the status of a second person when I'm number one and I've worked hard for it? I'm not going to settle. I'm a sports girl. Do you know the mentality of sports people? They don't settle because they work so hard. They push themselves beyond their limits. And if a person has worked that hard, the person will not settle because it's not about the money. It's about the honor and the respect. You understand? That's what it's about. Something you never let me have because you wanted to be me. Like I told you, the person I just spoke to before this live told me the same thing. ये सब वही कर रहा है जो आपकी जगह लेना चाहता है. तो मेरी जगह आपने 3 बार, तीसरी बार नहीं लेने दूंगी आपको. 2 बार आपने ले ली. मुझे जिन जिन्नात और अपने माया जाल में फंसा के तीसरी बार ये गलती नहीं होने दूंगी मैं. Be very clear on that. Pooja, Sonakshi's bots were claiming that you used to crush on Shatru and used to call Poonam Didi. Don't care about them, they are retards. Well, why would I crush on somebody who's the age of my father? And I told you, when they used to come to my house, I used to keep a little away, because like my dad was really close to them and everything. I used to keep away. How can I crush on her dad and call her mother Didi? Please tell me. Why would I do that? I've gone and I've met them with so much of respect. I touch their feet. Do you touch the feet of the person you crush on? I mean, like, just tell me. She's just making these make-believe stories to bail herself out. To bail herself out. Because most of the shit that is flying around is her doing. Because she's a spoiled brat, cock-hungry spoiled brat. The way Vida was behaving the moment Sanjay Dutt came into the frame, that's the way Sonakshi Sinha has behaved with me for 15 years as far as Salman Khan is concerned. Do you get it? That's why suddenly so many explosions and such rude messages and so much of trolling and plagiarizing suddenly. I've been doing the vlogs for a week now. I just finished my 7th vlog yesterday. They're not liking it. They're being exposed. She's not liking it. Her true characteristics are coming out through the characters of other contestants on Bigg Boss. Be it Vida, be it Pooja Bedi, be it anybody. So she's finding it very unsettling and getting too much of gas in her stomach for the sins she's done. So she is doing all this to challenge the truth. You can't challenge the truth, bitch. The truth remains. Now you will have to go. Remember when Pooja Bedi and Sky held a press conference claiming you were defaming them? What a joke, honestly. Tell me about it. Imagine I am literally reiterating how in every episode Pooja Bedi has consciously planted the thought and convinced contestants that I was mentally ill. I have pointed it out very, very distinctly in each and every vlog of mine, in each and every episode, how much of effort she's put in to get the majority to feel that there's something wrong with Pooja Mishra. And then she's saying that I'm defaming her. Well, biatch, you took money to go and do this whole fucking filthy campaign on Big Boss 5 that Pooja Mishra had a mental problem. Sick bitch. I think Sonakshi wants Dabang to be her showreel. Oh, really? Well, she's had that showreel 2 times already. It's time for her to get out. Can't you see the writing on the wall? Pooja, you should listen to the prayers I sent you. Listen to the 2-minute version. I will, darling. Thank you so much. Pooja, which Salman movie would you have loved to be his heroine in? I think Sultan, yeah, because that's like, again, very sports oriented and I am a sports girl. So I think Sultan would have been a perfect movie for me and him because I would have really done the role just because I'm a fitness freak once I get down to it. And there they plant my troll, Anushka Sharma. A movie which would have been perfect for him and me together is being done by my troll. Can you imagine what level of depression are these people trying to put me under? When I think back, what do I feel? How do I feel? Everywhere where I should have been, my trolls have been planted. What kind of a life am I living, really? Seriously, guys. And what level of depression do these people want me to live under? Is where I'm at. Pooja, you should put up a romantic picture with Salman. It'll burn those bitches. Yeah, I think I'm going to do something like, this photo lab and then you can do a little bit of fun stuff there. I should do something like that, really. They'll burn alive. Pooja, I think Arbaz hates you. Just imagine if you had become Mrs. Khan, Arbaz would have shat in his pants. Why? What do I have to do with Arbaz? What do I have to do with Arbaz? I always talk about him nicely and highly and keep telling the world how he had offered me the bang one and always talk about him. So why does he hate me? What does he have against me? I mean, really, what's his problem? I don't even know if he really hates me. But yeah, he did react once to one of my comments, but I don't know. Is your mother still troubling you? We can hear her voice in the background. Didn't you see? She came down, she switched off all the lights and fucked off. Had to get up and switch them back on again. She's like that. She's like a jinn. Will keep on coming and irritating and nagging and poking me. I remember Shonali mercilessly telling people, Akeli hai, very good, that psycho deserves it. Imagine. What a bitch. What a bitch the Shonali is. And Sanju Baba put her in a place when she said, oh, when Pooja broke the broom, it came inside my eye. He literally showed her that clipping in slow motion. I said, please tell me where did it come in your eye? You're lying, na, Shonali. So she started crying. Whenever their lies are caught, the best way to bail out is start crying, the way Lakshmi did. Just notice these bitches' tactics. They are so similar and repetitive. It's like annoying. Can your mother come live? We can explain her your situation and make her support you. She's under a spell. Okay? She'll never understand. So it's better to just like keep away from her, do your thing. If she encroaches on you, tolerate it for a second. Once she gets out, do your own thing. Better to keep away from such people. Pooja, did anybody from Big Switch try to contact you again? Well, I don't think they're making Big Switch anymore because that channel, Bindas, doesn't exist. It was a channel owned by UTV. And now UTV has been bought over by Disney. It was Ronnie Screwwala's company. So now it's been bought over by Disney. So I don't think that, that channel is functional anymore. And even if it is, I don't think Big Switch is continuing. If it is, guys, please drop me a DM on Insta because I'll probably go back and reconnect with them, and ask them, what the fuck? What were you doing? It's been so many years, still people are asking, why did you do that to me? Hey babes, looking hot. Thank you. What's up today? Nothing. I woke up in the morning. I was watching the episode for my vlog to write the script and record, and it just wouldn't play. They'll keep on like not letting me see my own episodes. And then I got frustrated. My mother shouting on the other side. I just got up. I left for the gym. And I was sitting, the gym is like a huge mall. There are all these cafeterias. So just sitting there in the cafeteria doing some work. I went for my yoga class, which was cancelled. Yet I practiced yoga on my own. And then I worked out. And then I came back home. I had my dinner. And then I started this live. Yeah. I did make a couple of calls in the middle because there were all these irritating things happening. That's it. That was my day today. Any idea what happened to that ungrateful Shabana? I don't know. Imagine she's such a little bitch. How much I did for her. How hard I worked to make her dream come true. It seemed I was more obsessed to make her dream come true than she herself. Because she was, did you see that episode? Shh, Pooja ko mat patana. And they're going through my makeup bag and, they're stealing stuff and just like Sonakshi. Did you see that episode? Shh, Pooja ko mat patana. And they're stealing my stuff from my makeup bag. Did you see that? That's Shabana. And I fucking tore both my ligaments in my leg doing a task to make her dream come true. She doesn't even deserve her dream to come true because she's backstabbing the person who's giving her health for Shabana. And she's not even grateful about it. What a bitch. I don't know if it was the Jins and Jinnads. I don't know what it was. But why does everybody become like so ungrateful towards me? Why does everything become so negative? Isn't it obvious as the Jins and Jinnads they've left on me? Wherever I go, they come with me and they get into people and start pulling them away from me. Rather than being my friends, they turn them against me. Isn't it obvious? It's the Jins that walk with me, it's the Jins that surround me that I'm freeing myself off now. That in whatever situation I am, no matter how hard I work, no matter how earnestly I work, it always turns against me. So isn't it obvious it was the Jins? Pooja Lakshmi was the most negative. She was the first one to fight with you. Well, yeah, she's crazy. Hum kare to balatkar, tum karo to chamatkar. What all dialogue she was giving in there, man. Crazy woman. Gulabo Sapera even said, "Aapka to kaam hi hai, clear karna," sarcastically, when you said you came to clear things out. Like, whatever. Right now, when I was in Jaipur, when I'd gone to attend the Jaipur Lit Fest, I saw Gulabo Sapera performing. I didn't even go backstage to say hi to her. Now you know why. So witchy Gulabo was. Salman never praised you once. He even praised Sky once or twice, but not you. That's also quite fishy. I told you at that time he was sleeping with Sonakshi Sinha. She was staying in his house and she was bitching me out. He hated me when I was on Big Boss. He just hated me, apparently. He just hated me. He hated me on Big Boss. Why? And you want to say that Sonakshi Sinha loves me? Excuse me, guys. Let's get real, shall we? Sports mentality is unbreakable. Some of the hardest work ethics is developed in sports and the military. But along with this, you have an amazing educational background. You're right, Pooja. Thanks, Ditsi. Thanks. Sonakshi's bots are crazy, Pooja. That's why they spread theories that you only accuse people who you fantasize of rape. She can just fuck off. She's the one who's put the fucking jinns in me. She's the one who made the tantric sit on my head. Lakshmi's angle probably could be to save me, you know. Sonakshi is the biggest culprit. And the first person that'll go to jail is her, and she knows it. And that's why she's advertising it as arrested. I look bomb. I look bomb. You don't look bomb. That's wrong English. First go and fucking take grammar lessons. Then think yourself to be a celebrity enough to be plastered all over the streets on billboards. You fucking bitch. You vernacular. Why are you so soft on them? You strong babe. Yeah, of course. Why am I so soft on them? Because they are the ones who put the jinns and are confusing me all the time and doing all these freaky things. I'm sure there are other people also involved. I'm not saying that all the members of Salman's family are all very safed posh and white collared. Whatever it is, that she is the one who's milked it the most. सबसे ज्यादा उसी ने भजाया है पूजा मिश्रा को और उसकी मजबूरियों को. So of course I'm going to be angry. Because my dad used to love her father and mother. My dad used to, consider them to be the closest to him. And them playing such an instrumental role in my downfall is just heartbreaking for all of us, you know. They say that's why you take Shatru, Love, Kush, Salman, Arbaz name because you subconsciously list after them. These Sonakshi's bots are bitches. Excuse me. I have some shame, okay? Shatrughan Sinha was the age of my father. Okay, now how can I list after them? You mean lust after them? No, I don't. The only person I feel a certain level of attraction, and that's probably because of the Vashi current, is Salman. And yes, I can be friendly with them if they come clean on 15 years of my life and are ready to compensate or help me get compensation from the concerned parties. But I don't lust people. First of all, please understand, guys, my crotch has been locked up. Didn't you see the doll with a fucking tala on her, with a lock on her crotch? That has been me for 15 years. So what sexual desires do I have in the first place to lust after people? And because I've been tied up with Salman, yes, I do gravitate and think of him a bit too much at times. And do have certain sexual attraction towards him. But that's it. You don't remember seeing that doll I put up on Instagram? Who had a lock on her crotch? Well, that has been me for 15 years, a celibate who's got no desires or lust in her. She's been frozen, frigid. That's what I was. Why do you think I didn't have any boyfriends? Why do you think I didn't get married? Because of all that. So how can I lust these people? It's all Sonakshi's fucking gossip monging and shit. I advise you to ignore Sonakshi's bots. I'm doing just that. Darling, I think they want you to be depressed, but most importantly, they are oppressing you. That's something we need to counteract on, Ditsi. We need to kind of counteract on that and give them a taste of their own medicine because they've been doing it for freaking 15 years. So no more of that shit, yeah? And when I went to that Santosh, he clearly told me, Poonam ki beti ne aap pe kala jadoo kiya. Clearly, he told me on my face. Now, do we need to get into further discussions on who's leaving the jinns and who's blocking my sexuality and who's cocooned me up and who's bottled me up? Do we need to get more into that? Or is it all clear, straight to the point, bottom line? Pooja, in upcoming Big Boss episode, Amar after a fight says you need mard ke haath ka jhapad as a prasad to fix your head. Had it been today's day of feminism, Amar would have been screwed. He's an idiot. Stupid he is. Tomorrow is bloody kabhi saas bhi kabhi bahuti dialogues on the show. He's an idiot. Ignore him. At that time, probably he didn't know me well enough. Shanali was a serpent. When Amar was talking to you, she even told Amar, Yahan aao, she's dangerous after the broom fight. Yeah, yahan aao. Like, all these girls. Look at me. Don't look at her. Don't look at her. Look at me instead. Should I undress myself? Look at me. Don't look at Pooja Mishra. We saw that with Vida, didn't we? We've been seeing that with Sonakshi for 15 years, haven't we? And a lot of other bitches from her gang. So, what's new? It's just that today we can identify their insecurities and mock them. Previously, we couldn't. So, we are going to humiliate them to death so that they don't have the audacity to do this shit again. Babes, have you seen Salman told reporters, told to reporters, he wrote he finished food, paid puja. And some wannabe said he was taking the wannabe's name. Excuse me, who said that? Who said that? Can you send me the link if there's something like that out? Because I would counterattack it immediately. Because I know who from his family or who does this whole media jagrin and sham, And if Salman gets too fresh with me, I can get him to court and behind the jail too. So it's better to stay within your seams as far as I'm concerned. I give respect, I'm nice, but don't push your luck with me. I'm a self-respecting girl who has attitude, who's not going to tolerate no one's shit after 15 years of doing just that. Pooja, did Salman send food to guys on weekends? In Big Boss's house, yes. During Eid and all, they used to send us biryani and everything from his house. Yeah, they used to make it and they used to say that, we've got food from his house and everything. So, yeah, we used to have it. Who the fuck is disturbing you? Kick them in their groin. Who's Shabana? Pooja, did Sunny and Shabana have some sexual vibes? I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Pooja, why are you doing live on a new handle today? Because I can't go live on Pooja Mishra Productions. Each time I try to go live, they keep on showing the live I did yesterday. So then I said, okay, I'll do a live on this handle. Is Sonakshi stealing your makeup and doing all those nice photo shoots like a wannabe so people love her and she doesn't take your name as the original? Highly possible. And if you read somewhere that this article that she's talking about, I won't be surprised if Sonakshi's PRO has slyly put it in there. Or she's gotten some of Salman's family member to put it there. Highly possible. Because I think after all this, I don't think he will do that personally. Really, I at least have that little bit of faith that he wouldn't want to hurt me or he wouldn't stoop that low. So don't be surprised. This handle is better. At least those useless, irrelevant comments and people are not there. Exactly. Only the people who genuinely know me, who want to chat with me, who want to talk to me are the ones who'll come here. So I'm also very good with this handle. We just kind of really get rid of the inconsequential. Pooja, the hum kare to balatkar line was by Lakshmi was edited out. Was it? Because she kept on repeating it a million times. Salman shouldn't have hated you when you were so nice. Yeah, he hated on me a bit too much. And I think people really hated him for doing that because they know I'm a sweet girl. They know I'm a very loving kind of a person. So to hate on me was really futile. But see, the bottom line is he should realize it now and make amends. And the moment he does that, we're good to go. You're a bomb, babes. Has Salman Khan raped you or had sex with you and unconscious? His ex-girlfriend said that he's useless in bed. I don't know. I've not slept with him. In a conscious state of mind. I don't know. Does anyone know if Salman Khan is dating Katrina Kaif? Sorry, I'm behind. I don't know. But they are good friends, I think. Pooja, I feel like Sonakshi's bots are trying to spread every theory by hook or by crook. Yeah, like they're desperate. Isn't that why they were making that tantric sit there and do all these freaky things to me, put jinns in me, make me abuse in Hindi, stop me from going to my acting class and everything? What was all that, guys? That was sheer desperation. Desperate is them, not me. I'm too honest. Will your family help in arranged marriage? Well, I wouldn't turn to my family for anything, very honestly. From Raat aur Din to spreading, you have perverted subconscious thoughts about Shatru and Co. They are vicious. Yeah, they are. They are scheming. They are vicious. उन लोग को बस अपना उल्लू सीधा करना है. मेरा काम कैसे मैं निकाल लूं अपना माया जाल फैला के. That's it. They are materialistic. Very, very materialistic. And they're dealing with an overtly emotional and sensitive person. And they have milked that for 15 long years. Today, Sonakshi with ID, neither alive nor dead, came. The ID name suggests that she had put the jinn. Everybody's saying that. The girls in the house were insecure that Shakti, Amar, Sky, and Siddharth shouldn't be attracted to you. You can see it on your own. I don't need to say it. I think Siddharth was also attracted to you, but since he couldn't get you, he also joined Psycho Hai Ye bandwagon. Yeah, he also joined that whole group. What happened to the cases you had filed in the High Court? You told previously that your parents stopped the cases from being filed. Why so? Just think. Just think. Somebody was firing the guns from my parents' shoulders at me. That's why. The psycho accusations on you in Big Boss was like modern day witch day hunt. It was so heartbreaking. Yeah, and it was like so planned and so slyly, one contestant at a time. She was implanting it, Pooja baby. And you tell me she hadn't taken money for it? And then she comes out of the show and she files 2 defamatory cases against me? Hello? What? This is ridiculous. It's hilarious. Pooja, are you so confused? Why don't you guys understand? Pooja has done nothing to these people. This is a unilateral problem. Don't get it confused, Pooja. You're a lawyer. You want to practice law so that you can make good money. Well, actually, I'd only fight the cases of my friends. I'm not gonna get into other people's cases. I have other bigger goals and bigger passions to pursue. I'm not gonna go fight everybody's case, just for the money. And I, for one, am not the kind of a person who sells her soul to the devil for money. Pooja, did your father like SRK and Pooja, did your father like SRK and Salman as people before he got to know about what they did to you? He didn't even know what they did to me, Where did my father know anything? He used to quietly just be in his room. He didn't know what these people have done to me. But yeah, my father used to like Shah Rukh Khan. Like he used to watch his films and a couple of Salmans too. But like, yeah, that's it. Pooja, it is a great outlet for you. People you trust and who understand. You can rant and let go what's on your chest here because it's important. Otherwise, you will go insane. Well, yeah, even I need to vent. Pooja, did the food that came from Salman's house in Big Boss made you sick and fart after eating it? No, they had fed me something in Lokhandwala when I used to stay there in 401 Lokhandwala. So that fed me something there. That fed me something there. So that was the real reason. But yeah, somebody was saying that something was fed in the food that he sent and stuff like that. But I don't know how far is it true. And I don't know if that made any difference really. Exactly, Ditsy. In that other handle, people just came for cheap thrills. This handle is so much better. Beware of Sona, tantrics. You're rocking, babe. That's why they are after your beauty and money. That's pretty evident. Here, Pooja talks to us like a friend, a heart to heart chat. Yeah, I'm an honest person. Pooja, in the BB house, Kai and Siddharth said you were dating Rahul, but what was all that? No, I'm not. I don't even know him. They just make up all these make believe stories and just about say anything. Pooja, you should come live in this page more often. I didn't think it was your page until now. I followed this page of yours as well. Pooja, in the house you had shared with Amar that you feel someone was doing covert hypnosis on you. What made you think so? It was just this whole Jinjana thing and yeah, a bit of hypnosis also there. So I might have told him I was quite confused about what they're doing to me. At that time, I didn't know they were using jinns and jinnat and all. And these people kept on saying, bhoot, bhoot, bhoot. How am I supposed to know bhoot is jinn? How am I supposed to know what the fuck is the jinn? I've just come to know all these things. I've just realized all these things. I didn't know all of this earlier. Pooja, Your Hotter Than You track is a huge hit amongst my friends. I made all of them listen to it. Thank you, darling. I hope to finish the music video soon. We listen to it in the car every weekend. Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you so much. Pooja, has Salman been friends with your father because you said you are Salman's niece? I don't know. I think he might have been friends with the Sinhas or whatever. But even in the Sinhas family, they've really not done me any justice. So I don't know what to say. But no, my father, I don't think knew Salman or his family members so much, you know. So I don't know. Maybe he just felt bad for me or whatever. Seeing me stuck with such scavengers, maybe he was just being nice. Pooja, how are you feeling these days? After you started going to the gym, much better, can't you see? Much better, much better. Working out just starts getting your thoughts on the right track, and it just releases some feel good hormones in your body, so it's nice. Pooja, tell us more about the Manu who lived in the apartment above in Windsor. Exactly my point. Who was he? What the fuck was that? He is living his life very peacefully after having banned me from my own house. How tough has life been for me? After that, guys, how tough has my life been? And for how long am I supposed to sit here, eat the shit of these unknown, unheard of, unidentified creatures while they wreck my life and go and dance around themselves? But today, okay, now there are only 27 seconds remaining, guys. So I don't think I'll be able to come live. But it was Love and Kush. Manu, I think, was Love and Kush. And I've been told this by a very reliable source. So you see, it was the Sinners. So guys, 12 seconds left. The countdown is going on. Really nice chatting with you all. And I will continue these questions.